Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to my messy desk. Holy cow. You guys, it's been a bit since I've been down here. Ooh, I tried to come down like 2 nights ago and work on a page, but it just is like jumble, blah. And so I think I'm going to delete it, and I didn't get anything done. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything done on this one either, but I thought I'd bring you along for the realistic view of what's going on in my life. So I got off work a little bit early, and so I hustled home. Let me see. I guess we'll leave you. I'm afraid to bring you in because then if I move something, then I lose you. So I came home early. And my husband, let's see, it should be like probably an hour maybe until he gets home. I'm not too, probably about. So I think I have like an hour. So this is kind of what I do. I come down and start cleaning off stuff. So this is my daily journal for September. And I wrote on a paper towel, I wrote down my... Oh my gosh, my, horoscope or whatever I get a daily little message, if you will. Oh, it just spoke to my heart and I was like, oh, that's going in the planner. Okay, this came yesterday, so we'll do that. I don't know what, my goodness, excuse me. I don't know what this little ditty is doing in here, but it obviously wants to go on this page, so we'll leave it. This is Sunday, and that picture fell out of there. Okay, so that is that journal for now. I did find a couple things upstairs. I tend to, make a little pile to bring down to my room. And so I had a couple things sitting up on the banister. So for the next time I came down, and here we are. So these are the incense that, well, I don't know. Oh gosh, they smell good. I've been working on my throat chakra quite a bit. These are throat aromatherapy for this. So, and I just, sometimes open up a page, and the first page I feel like it fits on is where it goes, and I'm gonna literally open up to this page and put it down. So that's kind of how I do this. I know one of you has requested a flip through of this trash journal, and I am happy to do that for you. It is not anything but trash. And I know some people like add to it daily or add to it. I add to it when I add to it, like you just saw. So, but I did like that little picture off of there. This is the bottom half of the box, and I think it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some beautiful mandala artwork on it. And so we will cut that apart, and oh my gosh, the smell alone is going to make my journal smell delicious. Okay, so this part I'm actually going to throw away. Recycle for now. Oftentimes, I go digging into that trash bin. So I have a few things going on my desk. Holy cow. All right. Yeah. Okay, this is a card I found upstairs that I obviously wanted to bring down. It had like a vellum, inside type thing. That is still sticky, so I don't know if it'll come off. Yeah, the stick is coming off, but the little mark is not. So, as you guys know, oftentimes, glue or adhesive tape sometimes will leave a mark. So there's a little mark there. And then this is actually where the other piece was glued in, obviously, but this is all completely still usable. So this will just go into a journal, right? Like we'll either cut it up and make punches, because it's actually like you can pull this whole side apart. So it'd be quite a bit to make punches out of or something fun, or we can tuck it into a junk journal. So that goes into the junk journal pile. This is like a card for now. This is like a really cool envelope we got from HelloFresh. And I don't know if you guys can see it. The paper itself is like embossed with like a very, I mean, it's very light. It's very cute. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to use it like in a junk journal, or you could cut it out as like a background or something. I'm not too sure. I think I could brush some stuff over it and kind of highlight, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's embossed, the higher level bumps obviously would pick up a little bit of ink. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. Let's see. I don't even know. I'm tempted to try it, and this is very dangerous. Don't do this at home. All right. Literally just dumped my ink all over my thing. You see what color I got? Yeah. Now you know something's off in my world, huh? No, that's not going to work. You're going to need to use like a brush or something. I mean, it is working, but the edges of this, are higher than the bump on the paper, right? But it's kind of picking up there. That's interesting. Okay, we can definitely do something with the bumps on there. That's interesting. I'm just going to leave the ink in the bottom of that drawer for now. Yeah. So this actually I'm going to cut out right now. And I'm curious if I don't want to just take this whole, and then this will save for background paper. Probably I'm going to put it in my background paper pile. I'll take the sticky off that's reminding me what to journal about. Although I think I already did that page. And it doesn't have a date on it, so not a lot of help. This is obviously a McDonald's bag, so I took this to go into the journal, and I took this because I think it's just fun, right? This bag goes like this, right? That's the bag. And so it's the side of the bag, right? Not the fronts. And so I cut the whole side out in one piece. It's obviously super long, but just in case, I don't know. Well, we'll see with that. Otherwise, this is fun. If you just take a piece, you can write on that like your journal lines. So, in fact, we'll just do that. All right, so that will go in the junk journal. Okay, see, look, we're clearing off stuff. Clearing off stuff. We are, oh no, these fell out. Okay, let's see if we can do a little damage control on this beauty. All right. I know what was where. Give me 1 second. This was that day for sure. This could go in any day, but I think it's going to go in this day, like that. And then this was Friday. Holy cow. Saturday, Sunday, Monday can go there. This is Tuesday. All right. So what we have been finding, so interesting, and I have all these silly white pages. When I made this book, we made it together. I made it, on film for you guys. Yeah, this wasn't the goal to have all the white, so I'm really struggling with these white pages here. So, I mean, this would be a great, although I do have these other pieces, which is what I was trying to use before. So, and this is so not a straight line, Allison. Gads, what on earth? Like, okay. So that's that. This is here. Okay, let's see what we can do. You guys, it's like 70 degrees outside and I'm down here in a flannel and leggings and socks. Kid you not. Because I'm down, right? And no sun or whatever. And it's a little cool, which I'm totally fine with. Don't get me wrong, because I'm done with the heat. All right. Let's erase that. So today is this day. Today is the day. Now, I really like these lines, so I'm actually going to keep this. I'm going to cut this out. We'll keep this. And then I'm also going to, I'm going to keep the whole piece. I was going to keep this as like a journal spot, but we might stamp on it or something. We'll keep it as a piece to work with. In fact, I'll put it over here. Okay. This day is the same as, I think, this day in terms of I have lots of white space to fill up. I keep pulling this piece because I really like the sunshine and I like the ledger, which is like school theme for the month, you know, but it's just like more white. So it's kind of defeats the purpose. So ironically, I want to keep the apple paper. So this is like my favorite. I did the same thing when I went through my pile the other night. If I end up posting that, you're going to hear me repeat myself. But I love, from Daisy D's, I love this piece of paper. Oh my gosh, adorable. So we can put, you know, all sorts of good things on here. But, oh, and I guess I should use this piece of paper because I'm really, like, not loving it. I don't even know. Not too sure what happened today except work, right? Work. So, I mean, we could add fun stuff like this. Okay, today is, let me tell you where we're at in the real world time. Today is when, no, no, Allison, it's not. Today's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And I'm curious if I want to do something like that. I just feel bad, like we didn't do anything, and it's like really fun paper. I guess I should just use this other paper that I don't love. That's what we should do, because when else am I going to use it? Next September? No. No and no. All right, we'll cut a piece of this then. I have to cut it this way, unfortunately, but I'm not using it. It's just so dark. Okay, today is Tuesday, and Sunday we drove down to Oregon to watch a little soccer. And this, so 9.5 by 7.25. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Oh, well, we'll just rip it. Let's just be crazy. I guess we should decide what side well, it has to go, it has to go over here, doesn't it? Well, I get there's no have to's, but yeah, so we're going to drive to Montana again on Friday. So, I was thinking I'd do like a big tear, right? But I already got stuff down here. So I guess we won't. I guess I'm going to glue this whole sucker down. Huh, who knew? Yeah, so we're leaving again on Friday. Coming back Sunday. We told her this time, though. She was already talking about her plans and stuff for for Friday. And, you know, she's just so excited. She's having a good time. She's making plans with friends and blah, blah, blah. And we had this, like, whatever day, we'd already had that conversation. And then on whatever the next day or whatever, my husband called her and we were like laughing, and he's like, so what are your plans this weekend? And she's like, I told you we're going to do this and that and this. And well, there's 2 soccer games is the reason. And so, you know, and so he's like, hey, I think we're coming. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're going to come on out. She's like, okay, I'm going to get you tickets. And so, so she's getting us tickets to the soccer game, and then, you know, because the players can get them for free or whatever. And then, yeah, well, that's as close as that's going to get. I was trying to do a little bit of a torn edge there. But there's a hockey game on Friday night, and one of her friends is on the hockey team. And so they were already all going to go. But she's like, I'm going to get you tickets for the hockey game. And it's just so sweet. It's just so stinking sweet. Can't stand it. So, and we found a new little place to stay that we'll check out. So I'm hoping, you know, that works out. I don't want this to be square, so it's going to have to actually be a rip, but I am going to work my way. This will just be the hot mess page of the journal, okay? We'll just call it what it is. Call it what it is. So this can't stay white because that's already bothering me, but that's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's working. It's working. And we have this over here, which works for me ironically also. So we'll keep going. So anyway, oh my gosh, you guys, my posting, I have videos trying to upload, but I also uploaded one and then I got this copyright thing on it. And I'm like, I've never gotten a copyright thing. And it was a voiceover, and I only use the Apple Music thing or whatever I don't even know. So now I'm trying to fix it because it's like, if you don't blah, 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 you're going to have, I'm like, do you even know who I am? Like, I'm not like a big YouTuber. I just want to post a stupid video. Like, what do you mean I have a copyright thing? Like, ugh. It's like more trouble than it's worth, honestly. I'm like, dude, maybe I'll just delete the video at this point. I don't even know. But why am I telling you that? I don't know. Because, all right. I went through some more sticker packs and I pulled out the stickers. I'm again trying to put things where I would look for them. And I would not look for this in the sticker pack. I would look for it in my alpha folder. So those are going in there. So that's working well. I say, as I can't get them in there, but there we go. Did I post or not? I can't remember. If not, I will. I added these little letters to the front. Those were fun. They were super old scrapbooking letters from, I kid you not, 20 something years ago. They're plain white. And so I just colored them and popped them in there, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy that. That's not a thing, Allison. Okay. Let's see what is a thing. I have some things on my desk that I wanted to use this month. This paper kit is one of them. This doesn't necessarily go with anything, although this green border might kind of go in here. Oh, well, it's going to go in there now because I just ripped that sucker right off, didn't I? And it's not, yep, I sure did. Okay. Let's see what we want to do. Let's see what kind of mood my glue's in, shall we? Oh, glue gods, please be nice to us today and see if the glue wants to come out. It does not. Well, it's thinking about it. Oh, my goodness, my little art glitter glue. I love you so. Why are we not in love with each other? Oh, my gosh. Okay. I'm taking this off. And I have to put it literally somewhere where it can't get lost on the desk. Otherwise, there we go. You guys, can you hear the wind chimes? Okay, so Hurricane what is coming to the south? Anyone? Ian, I think. Tropical Storm Ian. I'm not too sure. Don't be mad at me if I called it the wrong thing. I got my eye on my boy, though. I got my eye on all you guys, you friends down south. Hope everyone's okay. We were just talking about this the other day at lunch. I went to lunch with a couple of people, and ironically, we're all from different places and moved here to Washington at different times and whatever. And we're all different ages, like dramatically different ages. But anyway, but none of us are from the South. And so we were all just saying, like, holy cow, those storms are, they're kind of scary. Like, we're just not used to them, you know? And even though there's like some warning, I mean, we obviously know it's coming and we're all watching. And anyway, yeah, I got my eye on my boy. So he, of course, is a 21-year-old boy who is like, dude, it's good, Mom. It's all good. And literally, they're the ones that are like, whatever, surfing down the streets. And you know what I mean? You know, doesn't quite get the dramatic impact that it does when a mother's worried about if her child's okay. But we've got no notice yet from, this does not go in this kit, but I'm putting it, well, here's the actual kit I'll put it. Isn't that pretty, that little, here is this kit. So I'll put this over here. Okay. This is very scrapbooky today. I am feeling like, I want to use up, you know, some of this stuff. And this was the kit I was going to use this month, but, oh, I just love it. So I'm going to make a whole journal out of this. But see, I really struggle with this. Like, am I going to put a chicken on today's page? Well, I could, because I had chicken from McDonald's. Shh, don't tell the chicken. Because I feel so bad. I go back and forth. Like, am I eating meat? Am I not eating meat? And we went to, the game on Sunday. And, yeah, starving, bought whatever. And I offered it to the guy next to me. He's like, no, I'm vegan. I'm like, so sorry. Don't know how I'm supposed to know that, but. Okay, here's some stamped things. We could definitely, I feel like I had a phone call recently that was a significant. This was me just playing with stamps in leftover magazine stuff. Like, this was obviously the picture I cut out for the glue book. This I just stamped on the extra words. What I do with this right now, I don't know. I guess I need a little box of stamped images. Fall would be nice. I could use the today probably. Yeah. You guys, those are the leaves from my last haul. Are those not amazing? I think they're amazing. And yeah. I was just playing around with the stamps on some paper. I don't think I want them in this pack style though. Style pile. I think I would like to do a journal spot on this thing. I have some journaling to do. Oh, God, that could be me today. That's a little sad for me today. What is my emotional state today? Oh my gosh. You guys, when we track our emotions, you know, you do a thing for the day, either a scale, a number, a color, something. I was like, dude, some of these days I got like 4 colors. Got like 4 things going on where, I don't know. Okay, I will tell you, I have separated my printables by person, and that I'm enjoying. So we had talked about that, maybe trying that. So I am enjoying that. What I have not done is separated all the cutouts. Like if I have this one piece, because I don't want to put those in here. And so someone was saying, you know, put them all in one little thing. And I was like, that makes sense. So I still need to do that. What that one little thing is going to be, I'm not sure yet. But these are from Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink. And she makes these little monsters that, in my humble opinion, look, or other animals, look kind of sad. Or, you know. Okay, that's actually a good one for today. I like that, even though he's a little bright. Oh, actually, I like the coloring on that one too. I like this guy's face though, this monster's face. And I love the little mini ones she had. I don't subscribe to her Patreon anymore because I have a lot of stuff and I need to not keep collecting more than I'm using. Yeah, it's a good theory, I know. And so I will probably, subscribe to her again in the future. But I was this Patreon for however many months, a year, I don't know. And I want to use up kind of what I have. So, but some, these guys just really have these little emotional faces and they're just so stinking cute. So, this guy is like, look at that face. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this one's going to make a great, journal spot. We're going to do this. Oh, I did enjoy my cup of coffee this morning, though. We'll cut this little guy out. Well, I guess we should put something from Pam on this page because I have everybody else. Well, sort of. This one's from Lynn. It's from Lynn's Patreon. This is not her artwork. This is who she collaborated with one month, but this was one of hers. This is from Jenny May June. This is like, oh, so sweet and colorful and just happy. And I get it doesn't like totally match this, but it is too cute. And then this is from Courtney. And then my other Patreon, of course, is Pam. So let's get out Pam's folder and see, maybe she has a little ditty in here that we can use too. Pam does amazing artwork also. And she has these little guys. What were these? Her little, I don't know, jujubes or something. They were so stinking cute. Oh, I like this Feel Your Soul. I was going to do the bug, you guys, in a kind of weird thing. I'll put the bug on there. Okay, I don't know what it is. You guys, we have bugs. They're crazy right now. I don't know what's happening. They're this one kind of bug. My husband says they're like, I don't even know, poisonous stink bugs. And I'm like, that's like very dramatic. I literally picked them up in my hand and put them outside. But I don't know what's happening. They're everywhere. I feel like this could be used. Ooh, fall vibes. I don't know. That one has something else on it. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep this out because we're going to come back to it. So we'll just not fiddle with it for too long. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here because we have these weird bugs. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to kill them all. I feel bad killing bugs. Well, not all bugs. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little biased when it comes to bugs, and some of them not going to live in my house. Well, I don't like any of them in my house, but some of them I will go out of my way to kind of collect and put outside. Most bugs I will collect and put outside. I really believe that's what I can do. Some of them got to die. Not going to lie. Oh my gosh, how cute is this guy? So stinking cute. And I needed my coffee this morning. Oh, I'll put him over there. Okay. I like the today. We'll cut it down a little bit. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm super glad you're here. And if you're not new, welcome back. I am super glad you're here too. You guys know how much I love this community. What I was going to say though is, if you're new here, I just like to explain. I often use my printed text upside down or sideways. I just like to. I do it purposefully, let me just say. So I know sometimes people are like, oh, the text is upside down. So, okay, I feel like this guy needs to go down here, and I'll put him over here because I just think it's funny. I have to, like, I literally came home and I'm not kidding. There was 4 of these giant bugs. I mean, they're not this giant, but 4 of these bugs in our blinds. They like get stuck in the blinds. It's the weirdest thing. They're not bright. I can tell you that. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Anyway, they got to go. So I got to get a cup, get a thing, collect the bugs, take them outside. I mean, they're just not smart, but in my humble opinion, there's a lot going on down here. I'm going to give him a little house up here. I'm going to cut him a little bit closer since I did the other arm or leg or whatever bugs have. I know it's probably not an arm or a leg, but I'm pretty sure we're all clear what I'm talking about. All right. Look at him. Okay. So there's all my Patreon peeps on one page. If you think you can't combine art, well, there you go. All right. This is cool. I really like it. And I love that the grid is here on top of this grid paper. I think that's fun. I don't like to use this glue this much. I'm feeling wasteful with my expensive glue that was a gift, so I don't want to waste it. I think I'll go back to glue stick. But that means I got to put this thing in here and then put his fancy hat on. The pen goes in there so it doesn't get clogged. This pen, this beautiful mermaid pen, look at that. It's from Brooke. All right. So I kind of need to do something like this because this is what I'm struggling with right now. So, feeling a little, well, not a little, yeah, disjointed, and I actually wanted to put it up here, but I want to challenge myself, and so I put it down here. All right, so I had a little, where did it go? The little M from McDonald's that goes with this page. Dang it, Allison. Well, it'll turn up. When it turns up, I'm putting it right here. That's brilliant. Okay. Okay, so for right now and today, this is good. I can write on here, we did nothing. I worked and went to McDonald's. Not healthy. And I prepped my other 2 meals and I did really good. And then, yeah, and then not. So we can put this little guy on here because I called the groomer. I'm just trying to think. I did this little punch on, it's like patterned paper. So I was trying to think if I wanted to put it down here. And then I was thinking, gosh, I have so much washi. I should probably just washi the bottom right here. And it's funny because this is already a cat, but I wanted to make a note about the dog. And so I'm going to put these little paws down here because that kind of matches better than dog. Because I had to call today and make Buddy an appointment for his hotel stay while we're gone. I just love that they love him. You know what I mean? I'm like, hi, it's Allison, Buddy's mom. He's like, oh, yes, how's Buddy? I'm like, oh my God, he probably has 12 buddies. You know what I mean? But he's good at what he does. So, and they make the mamas feel like their babies are important. So, all right. Um, yeah, look, so really, even though this is scrapbooking paper here, it's actually still pretty plain, right? So, I left this one open because I didn't know how much I'd have going on. I didn't know if we had to add another flip in, any of that. We don't. I have nothing going on yesterday. I mean, work, laundry, that sort of stuff. Not another flap tip in worthy. All right, and then this one will glue on this side. We could rip it out. I just don't feel like I need to do that. And this is fine with me. All right, so last night was Monday. And we had a little football game last night, didn't we? Let's see. We got to get out a little football tape because it was Monday Night Football. And my boys played. So we'll do that. Oh, shoot. Okay. I know exactly where it is. I just have to move this thing. I bought these giant bucket to put my hauls in for you guys. Well, for me, for you guys. And put it on top because I didn't put it away. So I just got to do that real fast. But for right now, it's going to stay. Okay, you guys, I can barely bend my legs. Here's my fun pocket. I don't know why it makes sense to me, but I put all my soccer stuff in here in my treasured pocket from Sweet Cynthia. And I don't know why I don't keep sailing stuff in here. I just don't. Well, that's not true. Look right there. There's my sailing stickers from Sweet Valley. I also have my coveted Dallas little things. Yes, it makes sense to me to put them all in here together. So they're in here together. All right, so we will do that. I need to find a little... Oh no, I hear Buddy. Why is he up? He was fast asleep. Shoot. Poor guy. Tick tock, tick tock. His little nails clip, clip, clip across the floor. All right, we'll do that. I'm going to scrap this thing, and I didn't know how much of this I wanted, but I don't need it, so because we're going to have plenty of space to write. My boy got his HelloFresh delivery yesterday. It's been a little bit of an adjustment, this off-campus thing without a car. And he's a growing boy. Although, oh gosh, here's a funny story. And then I got this shirt yesterday, so I want to put that. I was trying to keep the tag on, but I don't think the tag does anything unless I'm going to hang it by the tag. Oh, well, that's kind of fun. Maybe that's what the tag does. Okay, duh. And I feel like this goes somewhere like this. Okay, so on here, I guess we could use red to tie in the red. Something, sure. We'll just use up some paper. I'm tempted to let it go all the way across. We're going to do it. Because if not now, then when? Right? We're just going to use it. We're going to use it up. So yeah, the HelloFresh, we've ordered another food thing. It's just so freaking expensive. So I try like all the trials. But once your trial's up, then it's like, and it was like, I don't know. It says like 2 meals. You know, they ship whatever chicken taco thing, blah, blah, blah. It's like one thing, but it's supposed to be 2 meals. Well, for my 21-year-old boy, it's 1 meal. So if you count, and maybe some leftovers, right? Like, but after they work out, he works out twice a day. They have practice. They do the thing. He comes off the water. Like, it's 1 meal. I don't. So anyway, I think just ordering food is better, but it's just so nice for him that it's, pre kind of done. And anyway, stories of a teenage boy mom, right? Or young adult. He's not a teenager, but anyway. Okay, I think I'm going to tape it in. Like, I don't know why over there. Does it go this way? Maybe it goes this way. I mean, I guess we could just tape it over here. That'd be kind of fun. We'll try that. I don't know. All right. I guess we'll get rid of the dental floss. We certainly have more. That's entirely too big. I mean, I'm like literally just going to do that. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay. Okie dokie, smoky. And then this I'll just glue on, but I'm sure, I mean, we have, I'm a little tempted to put it over here and give myself a little bit of room to work over there. We have food printables, we have food stickers, we have food, we have all sorts of stuff we could add to that day. I just panicked and am remembering, oh, we're still taping, thank goodness. Okay. Let me see here. I think I'm going to reach for a sticker as opposed to a printable because I know I have some sticker books that have food in it. So, oh, shoot. And this day, I want to print out a picture of my roux. Oh my gosh. Pic of roux. I always forget to do that. I need to just make myself a note, like print first. Print before you sit. She's so stinking cute. She sends a picture of her and her ukulele. And she said it's going well. She likes it. So I'm like, yay. Guys, I was so frustrated yesterday. I technically had the day off. Well, like I normally go in right after lunch, quite midday, 1:00-ish is the latest. I'm going to cut this out for today. But that leaves me all morning. You know what I mean? So I do some chores and I put the laundry in and my husband's gone. It's like, oh, and I really was just hoping like to get a lot of journaling done, come down, get grounded, do my thing down here. No, none of it. I could not get grounded. Like I had so much work stuff and like crazy and oh, phone call right here. See, this is why it seems a little disjointed. I know. We just had it. It was in my hand. We had here. Like just stuff. I couldn't relax and do journaling because I had anxiety about work and then it was time. Do I not have a telephone? I had a telephone. And then it was time to go into work. I mean, then I showered and went to work. And then after work, I go to the gym. And after the gym, came home and made dinner and had a phone call about work. And then Yeah. Uh-huh. So, that's the way it's going. So I felt frustrated yesterday because I really was hoping, and I was really hoping to get some creative time in. And as excited as I am, like, to go see Rue and do it, it's like, I'm already kind of sad for this weekend. Like, we're going to be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I go back to work Monday. Yeah. And so, anyway, that's just me fussing. But it definitely was frustrated yesterday. And I was like, this sucks. Like, I just want to relax and journal, but I could not settle in. My brain would not. It was like, girl, you need to go do some stuff. You better focus and get it done. So, anyway, it's kind of how it is some days. And the Scrapbook Expo, I really was hoping to go to in California. Like, legit was going to go, like, called my aunt, said, we're coming. I looked into a room to rent for a meetup, and found out that is the first weekend of playoffs for soccer, so we will not be going to California for sure. And it's the first weekend of a big regatta for my son, which we will not be traveling to. But then the next weekend we go to California. Here is a telephone. The next weekend we go to California for sailing. So it's like, could things line up in my life? Just no. Okay. Not that I would be able to. Is that fish not amazing? I might leave her out. Okay, that was a long look for a phone. Okay, I got one out for Monday and I got one out for Sunday. I feel like we have space for the big one there. We'll put the little one here. I don't know what I was talking about. How about that? And I think that's just on paper, and I want that down here in this corner. Okay. Oh, yeah, even if I had been in California the weekend of the expo, I wouldn't have not. Whatever, right? I'm there to watch the boy, so. Yeah. Okay, so I saw this autumn and thought, I know I already have some stuff in here. Look at, I already cut. Look how excited it is. You guys, this was like the autumnal equinox. Yeah, baby, it's time. It's coming. It's coming. I mean, it's here, but it's not here, if you know what I'm saying. It's still 78 degrees outside right now, so. See this? I feel like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I feel like this is me yesterday. This is me yesterday at home. Okay, thank you, Pam. I don't normally wear pink striped socks, but this is a portrait of me. Maybe I need some pink striped socks. Maybe that would make. All right. So that page is kind of coming together. And there's that. That's not sticker, that's just glue. Okay. Then we will glue you on, little girl. Let's see. That's why I like the purple glue, right? Because you can see where it goes. All right. So does it go here or does it go here? I think it goes a key. Because I'm going to put the picture of Rue here, and then this will be like, this will be happy page. Yeesh, capiche. All right, there's that. So back to food. See, that was a nice little jaunt away from, but this doesn't actually have any of the food I want. I mean, it obviously did, and I've used a lot of it on that page. So, I mean, there's little food. I mean, none of this is like what he really gets. Does that make sense? Let's see what we have, because we have other food. We have other food. Books. I mean, I don't even know what he got this month or week, but we'll put a hamburger. Oh, we do have a lemon in one of these. We could use a lemon for sure. The lemon is in the teddy bear. Yeah, because this is more like, look at, I've used almost all of these, you guys. Is that not going to be the best feeling when we use that one bottle of sriracha, which is obviously going to be the last thing to go, and all these little bitty hearts? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to use a sriracha today because my boy likes it. And I'm sure he's adding sriracha to whatever he's making. All right. Or some sort of spice. My daughter she's getting better. I was a very plain eater, and Rue is more like me than not in that area. My husband is not, and my boy has followed him. And so, you know, what it looks like, what's that look like? That looks like we cook dinner. It's fairly bland, and then the boys have to add all sorts of stuff as they dish up, or as they, like, sometimes I'll cook, I don't know, something, I can't even think of what, but like I'll cook, you know, something, and then they'll finish it. They'll cook it a little bit more, but a little different with like all their flavorings and all that kind of stuff, because they like it, you know, with some zest, let's say. Ironically, that one does not have a lemon in it, which I think is weird. This one does, though, I think. I think I have some lemons left in here. There's a slice, Have I used all the full lemons? That's really, see, they were right there. That's funny. I guess I have, and this one's not big enough to, oh, yes it is. We'll cover that up. That's beautiful. All right. I could put a little bear and a cup of tea down there, but I don't need to do that right now. All right, here we go. So that's yesterday. Oh, and I had a great session at the gym. So we'll pop this guy down here, and we're still going to have to come back and do the journaling, but that's all right, because that's doable if I have all the prompts, so to speak. Okay, so that's Monday. So today is done. Monday's done. Okay, Sunday. Whoop, whoop. Here we go. That's exciting. Did I put away? No, I did not. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of crappy because we actually lost this game, and we were not supposed to lose this game, and we drove all the way down to Portland, which, ooh, anyway, thankfully we were in a very nice part of town, but Yeah, like 7 hours of driving to lose. It's like, rah. Girls were frustrated. It's too bad, but it is what it is. They will learn from it. All right. It was fun though because they had a whole, I don't know, we were at this giant sports complex, like not at the university. I guess the university uses this sports complex as, who knows. But oh, this is what I was messing with. This is where we left off the other day, and I got frustrated. I guess I could just do that and like mirror this paper. Sure, why not? All right. Anyway, it was at this giant sports complex, and they had like this huge other giant activity thing going on. Telemundo was there, like with some community free festival for everybody or something. I don't know. But it was pretty cool because they had all these vendors there with obviously good food and beer. And so it was like, yeah, let's have a beer and watch some soccer. And thank goodness we were on, like they have the giant baseball field and everything on this, side, and a giant thing in the middle with all the vendors. And on this side was the giant soccer field, football field, whatever. And thankfully this whole side was so shaded. The other side where they had the whole other thing over here, they had, musicians and a stage set up and oh my gosh. But anyway, and it was all free. Like Telemundo was hosting, whatever. But it was like really nice because thank goodness we were in the shade because it was hot. It was hot. So it was nice. I mean, we had expected to sit in the sun, but it was just nice not to have to, right? So thank goodness for that. That went about as well as you would expect for not paying any attention to anything. All right, there we go. So that's little glue. Little glue, little glue. All right. I either cut it straight I either cut it crooked or laid it down crooked. Possibly both. Doesn't matter. We're going to fix it with a piece of tape. Like that and that. Oh. Yeah. And this time we'll put the tape on straight. There we go. Okay, so now I can still do something like this if I want. Oh yeah, that just sucks. We lost. It's always hard. It's hard to lose. I understand. Someone's got to lose, right? That's part of the game. I'm all for that. But like, we were totally favored to win. Our girls should have won. Like they're ranked. It just was silliness. And that'll work. I don't know why I even mess around with trying to, who cares? It's like a day in my life in a journal. It's okay. It's just, yeah, when you're supposed to win, and just probably why they lost, quite frankly. But I'm not happy with this space. I'm going to put it right in the middle and figure out what to do about it later, okay? Just so you know. I acknowledge that there's this weird space thing happening here. I see it. Anyway, and then, yeah, they won. I mean, it was 1-0, but I mean, they won, and they were not, I think that I know that there is a way to win with character. So oh, now he's going to bark. Do you hear him? He's barking now because he wants to come back downstairs. And he walked himself up those stairs. Oh, child, child, child. Yes, buddy, I hear you. Do you hear him? I swear, he is like my third child. Well, third and a half sometimes, depending on who I'm counting, right? You know what I'm saying. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to let him bark for just a second. He's fine. He's just sitting at the top of the stairs saying, I'd like some help, please. So he's fine. Okay, so I think those will go like that. The only question is, do I want to add, some sort of something? But I don't think I need to. I think I'll just add, ink in the background or something and figure something out because I have all of this I could use, but I already used scrapbook paper on this side and I have kind of a lot going on. So, okay, we will call it there anyway. I think I will go rescue the dog from the staircase and yeah, oh my gosh, it's been an hour. We are right on time here. So, gosh, not a lot done, but you can tell it takes a little bit, like I've said before, for me to kind of settle in, get acquainted with what's on my desk, again, when I haven't been down here for a bit and figure out what I want stuff to look like. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you being here very, very much. I love this community so much. So thank you for all of you and your sweet comments and suggestions and feedback. I'm just always so grateful. And I just love that we're all here. So anyway, thank you for being here. I hope you're creating. I hope you're getting time to do what brings you joy. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.